Welcome back, everyone, for Game 4 of this tournament, the Pacific Northwest Pile Up 2019. My name is Omnivore. I will be your MC again for this event. I am joined on the mic by HP Shovecraft. We are very excited to be up here to help decide in whatever capacity we have to meet out Team 1 and Team 2. Tonight we see Gorge Roller Derby All-Stars take on Cherry City Roller Derby 8-Wheel Assassins. And first, let's see who Gorge has. Number 007, the Cassassin. Number 12, Juice Box Hero. Number 2468, Twinkle Toes. Number 39, Comet. Number 409, Aftermath. Number 428, Brutality. Number 512, Kaleidoscope. Number 52, J-Bomb. Number 9, Pitbull. Number 911, Pickleback Jack. Number 95, Slamboni. And number 999, Cheapskate. Let's give it up for our Gorge Roller Derby All-Stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Salem, Oregon, please make some noise for the Cherry City Roller Derby 8-Wheel Assassins! Number 0 is Zero Fox. Number 16 is Zinniker. Number 2 is Dirty Martinez. Number 25 is Titan Young. 29 is Flossie. 303 is La Cuca Rakia. 444 is Vixen Von Hellslinger. 488 is Felony. 5 is Tiny Take. 541 is Half Sweet Annihilator. 61 is Ultra Violent. 626 is the Trunchbull. 8008 is Rosie Macabre. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Cherry City Roller Derby 8-Wheel Assassins. This is once again the championship bout for the Northwest Pile Up Tournament. And Cherry City calling on 8008 Rosie Macabre for the first jam.
Gorge Roller Derby has Cassassin. Early penalty in this game, number 409 being sent to the penalty box on a forearm call.
And that means pack advantage favoring Cherry City.
the middle of these two games, in between these last two games, did you get a chance to take a look at the trophy, Shove?
I did not know there was a trophy.
There is a trophy, and holy Cheez-Its, is it an amazing trophy.
I like trophies.
Some team is going to be very, very happy to take this home and display it.
Is there a monetary reward? I thought I had heard rumor of a monetary award.
I can neither confirm nor deny this, as Comet takes lead jammer for Gorge.
Zero Fox out there for CCRD. Dirty Martinez with a hit on the outside line.
Comet calling it before Zero Fox can re-engage.
And for those of you at home, the dark team is Cherry City. The lighter team is Gorge. Gorge up 6-0 after 2 short jams. 28-15 here in this first period of play.
There is a lot of derby left to be played today.
Ultraviolet on the track for Cherry City.
Kaleidoscope for Gorge.
Bakukaraku on the offense there for Cherry.
Zinica running Kaleidoscope back just a wee bit.
And Ultraviolet almost out. She's going to be recycled by number 95. That's Slamboni for Gorge.
Ultraviolet now having to go back through the entire pack. There's a direction of play on number 9 for Gorge. That is Pitbull. Ultraviolet again brought back to the back of the pack.
We do not have a lead jammer. We're a minute and 10 seconds into the jam.
We haven't even moved past turn 1, Chev.
Somewhat defensive. That's how I would sum up this particular jam. Nom nom.
Very defensive. Ultra defensive even. Ultraviolet looking for a little help from her friend number 303.
Ultraviolet almost through, then knocked down. She reemerges. Lakukaraki playing offense for her there in turn 2. And we have a lead jammer with 15 seconds left in the jam.
Well, if this jam is any indication of how this game is going to go, I anticipate it will be low scoring and very tiring.
A battle.
Royale.
1 point for Cherry, their first point of the game. Once again, the lighter tops are Gorge. The darker tops are Cherry City. It's 1 for Cherry, 6 for Gorge. 25-40 here on the first period of play.
The Kassassin and Tiny Tank both wearing the stars for their respective teams.
And stepping out of bounds was the Trunch Bull. Getting out first was Tiny Tank.
Kassassin getting run back by number 25, Titan Young.
An initial pass for the Kassassin. She is out now.
Tiny Tank calling that off.
4 points for Cherry City, 6 points for Gorge. We're at 24-30 in this first period. This is the championship game for the Northwest Pile Up. This will decide the trophy.
First place and second place.
All those things.
Yes.
This game.
In the next 50 minutes. Comet cleaning house and coming around the corner.
Rosie McCobb working on an initial pass. And Comet knocked down hard by Lakukaraki in turn 1.
Run back to almost the jam line.
Comet hoping for points, but not a lot of space there, working against that 3-wall for Cherry.
Rosie McCobb makes it through on her initial pass.
And a little hop over the apex there. No points awarded, so it's 4 points for Gorge, taking us to 10-4. Gorge roller derby. Just want to pour some sugar on something.
I was zoning out for a second.
I still like you.
I was thinking about how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
I thought you were thinking about cheer.
That's a dirty little secret that has now been broadcast on the interwebs. Kaleidoscope and Zero Fox both battling it out. Kaleidoscope getting knocked to the outside by number 25. That's Titan Young again.
Zero Fox is the lead jammer for Cherry City.
Just the lead jammer.
Nice hit there, picking up points. 4 points on the pass. And it's only 2 points between the two teams, Nom Nom.
It's almost a tie game. Star pass on Gorge to Slamboni.
Cherry with their first lead of the game, 10 for Gorge, 12 for Cherry. Dark tops Cherry, light tops Gorge, 22-13 in the first period.
There's our whistle. Kassassin and Ultraviolet. Oh, looks like it's gonna be Kassassin!
And Lakukaraki putting the hits on before Kassassin got out. Both jammers now in play as Ultraviolet on an initial pass as well. It's a fast pass as we go into the straightaway between turn 4 and 1.
When the pack gets that fast, it gets spread out. Kassassin capitalizing on that, picking up a few points. 3 even.
Pardon me, what was that?
A few. 3.
3 categories, yes, we'll call it a few. 12 for Cherry, Gorge with 13, that's our second lead change. We are 10 minutes in, roughly.
9 minutes and 20 seconds. Comet and Tiny Tank. Comet looking for that inside line. Not quite able to get there. Tiny Tank getting run back by number 409, Aftermath.
The initial hit was brutality on Tiny Tank.
I hope Aftermath is a math teacher.
It's at the graduate level though, right?
Doctorate.
Oh, all right. I'll accept that.
I mean, technically that is graduate level.
And I believe, yes, it's a cut. So a cut call there on Comet, which means Tiny Tank, the only jammer on the track. An opportunity here for Cherry to get back on top.
Not only is there only one jammer on the track, but there is now no lead jammer. We have an illegal contact. Direction of play, just kidding, being called on number 428 for Gorge. Comet back on the track.
We do not have a lead jammer, so this will go for another 43 seconds. Comet knocked into the middle, huge hit there. And I believe that was Titan Young once again with the shot.
Titan Young continuing to get into Comet's way. So same with the Trench Bowl.
4 more points awarded for Tiny Tank.
Comet putting up 4 more points.
All right, and we've got ourselves a lead change as Gorge at 17, Cherry at 18, 18:28 on the clock, and that's our 3rd lead change, I think, so far.
You're paying more attention than I am. But this is going to be a game that's going to be won by 1s and 2s, little tiny point scores. Neither team is giving up very many points at all.
Hard hitting and excellent action from the jammers thus far.
Kaleidoscope and Rosie Macabre. Forearm being called on number 12 for Gorge. That is Juicebox Hero headed to the penalty box along with Kaleidoscope.
And so Cherry once again with an opportunity to put some points up unopposed, and working the toe stops was Rosie Macabre. She'll be recycled into turn 1.
Number 9 on the Gorge, that's Pitbull, also headed to the penalty box on a direction.
Lead jammer Rosie Macabre for Cherry City.
Both jammers back on the track.
Kukarakia with the offense there in turn 4, opening up space for Rosie Macabre.
Rosie Macabre making it through, picking up 4 more points. That was a late swing and a miss by number 12, Juicebox Hero.
And we've got 444 on the way to the box. That is Vixen Von Hellslinger for Cherry. Pack advantage, Gorge Roller Derby.
That was a forearm being called on a Cherry City skater, and then another direction of play on 409 Aftermath. Hoping both teams are going to settle in here pretty soon, because we've already got some pretty high penalty scores for only being 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, there's plenty of time left in this first period, and it does feel like we've seen a lot of box sitting. 12 points on that jam for Rosie Macabre. That's our high for the game thus far.
We have a timeout being called down on the track. Looks like that's going to be an official timeout. What does that mean? It's a Trailhead timeout. What does Trailhead Credit Union do for us, Shove?
They are going to do cool things.
With your finances.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trailhead Credit Union, official sponsor of the Rose City Rollers.
17 for Gorge Roller Derby. They are in the light tops. The dark tops are Cherry City. If you're at home, they're at 30 points. I guess if you're here, they're at 30 points also. They're at 30 points no matter where you're located currently. We're at 15:49 in this first period of play. We're 9 jams in, and it has been low-scoring, hard-hitting, and excellent job of recycling thus far.
Yes. I just want to know if you're going to be my girl.
I'm always your girl, Nom Nom.
Makes me feel so secure in my announcing. Thank you. into the mic, though.
I, for the record, think you're great, Nom Nom.
That trailhead timeout is now over. Let's go back to some derby. Hey ho, let's go.
Thank you. Don't want to ruin that.
Zero Fox back on the track for CCRD. Opposed by the Cassassin for Gorge Roller Derby.
Zero
Fox
Fox
out first.
Lead jammer. Yes.
Affirmative.
Sometimes we finish each other's sentences.
And thoughts.
17 times 2 is 34. Those are the
Math.
scores.
Yep. You are correct.
Fast fact. 17 times 2 is 34.
Ultraviolet back to the track for Cherry City. And that was a short jam.
And a timeout. And an official review by Gorge.
Good luck.
Into the jam.
All right. Gorge is running this official review. They believe the points may be inaccurate. And if you ever need a makeup tip, Nom Nom is your person. For those of you not in the local area, it has been a combination of rain, sunshine, wind, and somewhat bipolar weather today.
It has been mercurial, to say the least. First place gets a really cool trophy.
Fact.
Hashtag fast fact. Did you know that a wombat is a marsupial?
I did not.
Do you now? Did you know that platypuses are venomous?
I did.
Dang it.
1 for 2. I'm doing pretty good on announcer trivia here during this OR.
Upon review, it was determined that the Gorge Jammer did indeed score 2 points. Gorge will retain their official review for the period.
There we go. Gorge with 2 extra points on the board, retaining their official review. Let's get back to Derby.
I wanted you to say get ready to rumble, but it's fine.
Get ready to rumble! Comet and Tiny Tank.
And Comet out first, and it looks like there's a cut call. Cutting the track on Comet, so this is a power jam for Cherry City's Tiny Tank.
Does it also mean there won't be any lead jammer and we will go the full 2 minutes? Nope, there is a lead jammer. The penalty was called before lead jammer was assessed.
Cherry looking to extend their lead here. Excellent job of recycling from the Gorge wall. And we are back to 2 jammers on the track as Comet's on her initial pass. Gorge doing a pretty good job of minimizing the negative impact of a power jam on that time.
Yes, holding the jammer in place. They did.
Ultraviolet back to the track for Cherry City.
There's our whistle up against Slamboni. Both teams with their walls completely locked down.
Lukukarakio playing offense for Cherry.
Just now approaching turn 1 for the entire pack. "30 seconds into this jam, no lead jammer yet. Ultraviolet looking for it.
And our officials saying they need to let her go. They waited too long. They get an out of play call there on 1-2. And that is Juice Box Hero in the box.
Ultraviolet coming back around. We should just talk over each other anyways.
It's more fun.
It is. Number 29 running back Kaleidoscope. That would be Flossie.
The Kukarakia is a pit bull on offense with the stripe, making space for Ultraviolet to pick up points. And we're down to 20 seconds remaining on the jam.
Ultraviolet locked down by all 4 blockers, looking for that help from number 29, Flossie again.
Ultraviolet with a huge hit on number 95, Slamboni.
Illegal contact or out of play being assessed on number 409. That is Aftermath.
Clock winds down to 10:52 in this first period. We've got 46 Cherry dark tops, 22 Gorge light tops. And it looks...
And a timeout. Timeout Gorge. So many whistles.
74 whistles. I counted them individually.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
As rapid and high counting.
Skills.
We have a team timeout for Cherry. Am I saying no timeout? Okay. Just kidding, that's not a team timeout. I don't think it is an official timeout. Official timeout. Timeout for the officials. Officially. Out of time.
Did we do the drawing yet on the raffle?
Well, no, we haven't. We will do it at halftime in this game. We've got an amazing raffle basket worth over $400. There's some kettlebell classes. There's a candle, some kombucha, chocolate. We Are Baked cookies. You should support recreational roller derby and buy some raffle tickets. They are 1 for $1, 5 for $10, and your height or the height of a very tall friend for $20. Buy those in the next 10 minutes and 32 seconds to be eligible for the drawing at halftime.
Let's not forget about that Harry Potter fanny pack.
Harry Potty fanny pack? I know that's what you want.
I really do.
The Kassassin and Zero Fox. Zero Fox going round the outside, picking up lead jammer. Kassassin still stuck in the middle of that scrum.
And Zero Fox through once. Back again, picks up 4 points on the pass.
Cherry City slowly but surely increasing the lead between these two teams. I believe they've held Gorge scoreless for at least the past couple of jams.
Zero Fox digging deep to try to create some space in that Gorge wall. Gorge doing a great job of containing.
Number 95 and 2468. That was fantastic holding. 2468 is Twinkle Toes, and number 95 is Slamboni.
And Cherry City locking down the Kassassin at the back.
Kassassin getting some help from 409 Aftermath. I wonder if Aftermath is their sacrificial lamb.
And 16 points for Zero Fox on the jam. It is a grueling pace to this competition. Slow rolling, hard hitting.
Invigorating. Now it appears to be a timeout for Gorge.
For those of you just tuning in at home, this is the championship bout for the Northwest Pile Up. Tournament's been going all day. It's Gorge Roller Derby and Cherry City Roller Derby. Light tops are Gorge, dark tops are Cherry City. It's 19 Gorge, 62 Cherry City. Both teams winning to get here, and we've just got 8:22 left in this first period of play. Nom nom.
8 minutes and 22 seconds of what promises to be some of the best derby action we've seen all day.
The entirety of the day.
All 24 hours of it.
Absolutely.
Comet and Rosie McCobb down on that Ron Tonkin jam line.
And that was Lakukaracchio rolling backwards to pick up a cut call against Comet, which means Rosie McCobb's on a power jam for Cherry City.
And lead jammer. Cherry City going to lengthen the gap between the scores here.
Rosie McCobb getting hips around and through for a 4-point pass. We've got number 1-2 Juice Box Hero picking up a penalty. Pack advantage, Cherry City.
Comet back on the track. Rosie McCobb coming back around, hoping to pick up more points for Cherry City, and she does. That's a forearm being called on number 29. That is Flossie, headed to take a seat in that penalty box. Beautiful move by Comet, going underneath those Cherry City blockers. Rosie McCobb calling the jam off after picking up 12 points. 15 points. Pulling those scores apart, 21 Gorge to 77 Cherry City.
One skater sitting in the Bud Light penalty box, and that is Flossie for Cherry, which means pack advantage favoring Gorge this time out.
For a few seconds at least. Tiny Tank trying to run Kaleidoscope back. Kaleidoscope not taking the bait.
Kaleidoscope deciding not to participate in that particular activity.
It was a noble try, Tiny Tank. Big hit by number 409. Sending her back to the penalty box. That is aftermath. About 5 minutes left in this period.
Tiny Tank picking up 4 points on the pass.
Gorge with a star pass. Pitbull is now our jammer in blue. Pitbull being assessed a forearm penalty. That's going to leave Tiny Tank in another power jam.
And it looks like we've just got a couple minutes left to pick up those raffle tickets. Once again, there is a Harry Potter fanny pack inside that raffle basket, which I'm super duper excited about.
Can't wait to give that away. I'm excited for the Yankee Candle flavored apple pecan.
And speaking of pecans, Zero Fox out for lead jammer Cherry City.
Kaleidoscope still fighting at the back of the pack. Not moving those Cherry City blockers very much at all. Zero Fox on her toe stops.
All right, 4 points awarded on the last pass. There was some confusion about whether or not there was a potential for a cutting of the track. Zero Fox going back out there.
That's a multiplayer being called on number 303, La Cucaracha. More penalties being called.
A lot of spinning from Zero Fox.
Another spin.
Spinderella.
Spin me right round.
Zero Fox up to 16 and Cherry over 100 points now with 101. So 101 Cherry City, dark shirts. 26 Gorge with light shirts. 2:45 remaining in this first period of play for this championship game. Nom nom.
Cherry City just breaking the 100, just breaking the century mark with a score of 101 points. This has been a fairly penalty-heavy game so far. We will try and get penalty counts at the half.
We may have some promotions to fan.
It's a nice promotion, but not what you want in a tournament with a championship on the line. Comet and Ultraviolet down there fighting, quite literally, for lead jammer. I saw some fists. Comet pulling it out, making it happen.
Dirty Martinez running offense for Ultraviolet. And Comet picking up 3 points on the last pass. And it looks like the jammer of record is now Dirty Martinez for Cherry City.
We've got just about a minute left on the clock. There's our whistle. Rosie Macabre and Kaleidoscope.
Looks like there might have been some face contact there. The face, not a blocking surface you want to use very often.
Highly vascular, may bleed.
May leak. That's also my memoir, the title. I'm excited for that.
May leak.
May leak.
Kaleidoscope picking up lead jammer while Shove and I were talking about leakiness. Rosie Macabre also exiting the pack off of her initial pass. Jam ending with no time on the clock. I was going to ask you a question really quick. Well, I'm going to wait till they're. I was going to ask you the cheer question. What are we going to do? I'm unsure what's happening. Shove, I have a question for you that may be
Yes.
very relevant to what's going to happen next.
Yes, Noms, please tell me.
Shove, how much cheer could a cheer squad cheer if a cheer squad could cheer here?
I think we're about to find out, Nom Nom.
We're about to find out because we are joined by Cheer PDX. Give it up for Cheer PDX. I'm unmiked at this point.
2. Hi, y'all. My name is Rocket Mean. I am the executive director of the Rose City Rollers. Hello! So, Rose City Rollers, like many derby leagues, is largely run by volunteers. So every month, we like to take time to acknowledge one of those volunteers that makes derby happen. So, tonight, we're gonna recognize an official who gives so much time, energy, love. Why are you on the top level of the bleachers still? Get down here, Nitty. This is Nitty. No stripes, you might not recognize her. But Nitty is one of our amazing officials. Oh, look how cute it is. Who makes derby happen. Nitty comes, like the other officials that are here today, and lays down the law for y'all to make sure that you have a fantastic derby experience, that it's safe, fun, and that rules are followed. We appreciate you every single day, even if we gripe at you, throw our hands in the air, roll our eyes, or generally show disdain for the rules. We appreciate you, Nitty, and all you do. Thank you so much. We need a photo. Thank you so much, Nitty. And thanks to all the officials that made today happen. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much. Back to the derby.
The other thing that we want to do with our last 4 minutes of intermission is to go ahead and pull that raffle ticket.
At the end of the first period, Gorge requested an official review requesting a cut call on the Cherry City Jammer. It was determined that the Cherry City Jammer did cut the track and will be issued a cut track, and Gorge has exhausted their reviews for the first half.
All right, as we get ready for the second period of Derby, this is the championship game for the Northwest Pile Up. Gorge have light shirts. Cherry has dark shirts, and Cherry was assessed a late cut call against their jammer. So Gorge starting on a power jam to start the second period of play. Lead jammer going to the Kassassin.
I'm coming back up there, Shove.
Rakukarakyu dragging back the Kassassin into turn 4. Rosie McCobb trying to make her way out. And on an initial pass is 8008 for Cherry City. Huge hit delivered. I believe that was number 9 for Gorge. Pitbull. All right. Our crack team of statisticians have provided some penalty information for us. We have 409 aftermath for Gorge, sitting at 5 penalties at the half. All other skaters at 3 or less for both teams.
Gorge, the more penalty-heavy team, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skaters with penalties against Salem's 3 skaters with penalties.
Cherry skating pretty clean in the first period. Zero Fox lead on this jam as Comet out now for Gorge as well. And we've got 428 going to the box. That's Brutality. That'll be her third. Hit delivered by the Trunch Bull for Cherry City. And 7-8 is the final tally on the jam. 109 Cherry, 44 Gorge, 27:05 for this championship game. I, once again, am HP Shovecraft. I'm joined by the always alluring and smart
Nom nomnivore. Nom nom for short. Kaleidoscope and Ultraviolent taking the track, scoring points.
And Ultraviolet makes her way through for lead jam. Cherry City.
Ultraviolet getting a lot of pressure from the bench to call that jam, which she does eventually.
I believe there may have been a bell ringing, which sometimes impacts hearing.
Can you see that skater number on the left-hand side?
Left side. I guess they're out. All right, so we got 409. Oh, nice. It appears that there are live penalty trackers right above the benches on screens for both teams.
From here, it just looks like a white screen with a few black bars. Comet and Tiny Tank. Comet taking lead jam right off the start line there.
And Tiny Tank still working on an initial pass as Comet comes through for 4 points for Gorge. Gorge starting this period stronger.
Tiny Tank passing the start at Dirty Martinez. Cut track being called on Comet. That leaves Dirty Martinez in a power jam, but also removes lead jammer status. This jam will go the full 2 minutes.
Minute remaining on this one, and Dirty Martinez assisting skaters to the floor.
Cut track being called on Dirty Martinez. She will go and take a seat in that Bud Light penalty box just as Comet is released back to the game.
So it'll be a full 30 seconds for Dirty Martinez, as Comet had already been released previous to the sitting down of number 2.
Correct. Comet putting up points, 8 so far this jam for Gorge Roller Derby.
Blocker in the box for Gorge. Pack advantage, Cherry City.
That jam is over. Gorge Roller Derby picking up 12 points to Cherry City's 7, bringing our score to 56 Gorge, 120 Cherry City. The Assassin and Zero Fox both wearing the star cap.
Assassin now first lead jammer for Gorge.
No surprise that it's Zero Fox. There's a multiplayer being called on someone, on some team somewhere. There we go. It's on Cherry City. Shove, what's 60 times 2?
Bigger number. Oh, 120, 120.
Our scores are doubled. Gorge 60, Cherry City 120.
We math.
Kaleidoscope being run back by number 541. That is Half Sweet Annihilator.
Kaleidoscope with lead jam for Gorge Roller Derby. And that was the Trunch Bull with the hit in turn 2.
Nice bump out. And a run back of Kaleidoscope. Number 52 headed to the penalty box.
Dirty Martinez once again back to the box. Lead jam still with Gorge. Kaleidoscope.
Illegal contact on number 1-2 from Gorge. That is Juice Box Hero.
Rosie McCobb on her initial pass, and that's going to end the jam. And it looks like we might have an official review coming. Bellstar walking out to the middle for Cherry City Roller Derby.
Look at that. It is an official review. It's like you've watched Derby a time or two.
Not on purpose, but you know.
Accidentally.
Yeah,
Accidentally turned on the Ocho.
you know, as you do. I have to ask, who do I need to be paying money to get the Harry Potter fanny pack?
The Harry Potty fanny pack. Well, she's down there. She's got blonde curly hair. She's got the basket sitting on her left-hand side.
All right.
Front row. I bet you could go grovel for that Harry Potter fanny pack.
I'm gonna grovel so hard. I'm pre-groveling now.
Shove really wants that Harry Potter fanny pack. Now that I've made eye contact with you, it's going to be relentless. Yeah, that one right there. Oh my goodness. Are you really going to give that to Shove? Oh, so close. Fire that up here. Where'd it go?
We lost it.
It's back in concessions.
Cherry City is requesting a
Oh, no,
cut
we've
call
got
on the
somebody
Gorge
rescuing
jammer
it.
in that last jam.
You might need to let it out a little more, Shove. It's a little tight. Oh, yeah. Show me that fanny pack.
Thanks so much for the new Harry Potter fanny pack that I'll wear with pride.
And they say that announcing isn't rewarding.
That's right. Big time. All right, our score here, Gorge Roller Derby 66, they are light tops. Cherry City 120, they are dark tops. We have 20:39 remaining in the Northwest Pile Up Championship for 2019, nom nom.
I think we're going to send it back to the floor.
Upon review, is determined that the cut call requested by Cherry City did not occur and that no call will stand and Cherry City will not retain their official review. However, on a different instance, the black jammer or the blue jammer will be assessed a cut call.
Okay, so Cherry City not going to retain their official review, but Blue Jammer for Gorge is going to take a sit in that Bud Light penalty box for a cut track.
Power jam start here for Cherry City. Number 5 is Tiny Tank on the line. And pack advantage favoring Cherry heavily as we start this jam. Noms.
Almost a 2-1 favoring, except for those pesky 6 points that Gorge just put up. Tiny Tank making short work of those 2 Gorge blockers. Wow. That was a huge swing by Aftermath.
serious bean dipping going on from Tiny Tank as well.
No pass, no penalty there on Tiny Tank.
And looks like we got some contact out there. Tiny Tank back on her skates. We like to see that.
Always better than having to call the medics out. Number 1-2. If my count is correct, Shove, we have number 1-2 on Gorge sitting at 6 penalties at this point in time.
Unofficially, of course.
Completely unofficially, since I am not an official, only an announcer.
We are officially not officials. Back to the line for Cherry City is Zero Fox.
There's our whistle.
Comment out there for Gorge.
Gorge not able to regroup quick enough to get Zero Fox or catcher. Zero Fox picking up lead jammer.
Zero Fox blowing up 007.
Just plowing over the Kassassin. Catherine, we'll try and clean up our stuff so you don't have to come back up here. We've been keeping a pretty good pile going. Ultraviolet and Kaleidoscope facing off. Illegal contact being called on 5-1-2 for the Gorge.
Ultraviolet was on the track, prone, and struck by Kaleidoscope. She'll go to the box for 30 seconds. And that's going to be a cutting of the track. Both jammers in the box.
But since we can't play roller derby without a jammer, jammer number 1 from Gorge is released, and jammer number 2 only has to serve as much penalty as the Gorge jammer did.
You also have watched derby before, Nom Nom, I can tell.
Once or twice. Number 512 being recycled back to the penalty box, leaving Ultraviolet in another power jam.
And we've got a skater down. That is Ultraviolet. Ultraviolet back on her skates. And it appeared that she fell directly on her back. $17:39 remaining in this second period of play. We've got Gorge at 66. They are light tops. Dark tops is Cherry City, and they are at 137. The winner of this game gets the first place trophy, and there is a rumor that money may be at stake as well.
Gorge is requesting a cut call on the Cherry City Jammer in the last jam.
For those of you out of the area listening at home, it is a stormy day in the Pacific Northwest. We've had rain, sunshine, and high winds. And it is 8:21 local time. Also, I have a sweet Harry Potter fanny pack.
You're lucky you have such a charming personality.
We'll go with that.
It's about the best thing I can say.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. It's very, very giving.
To be very clear, I love you in spite of all of those things.
Thank you. That means so very much, Nom Nom.
Upon review, we are unable to determine if the jammer cut, so the no call will stand and Gorge will not retain their official review for the period.
Gorge is not retaining their official review for the period. And there's our whistle that we're going to restart.
Rosie McCobb out there for Cherry City. And starting in the box is Gorge Roller Derby's Kaleidoscope.
Rosie McCobb getting lead jammer.
Rosie hit into the middle by 409. That is Aftermath. And Kaleidoscope on an initial pass. And the only jammer on the track. So this is a power jam for Gorge.
Number 409, Aftermath, headed to the penalty box.
Kaleidoscope with 4 on the last pass, looking to add to that total here.
Rosie McCobb re-entering the game and flying through that spread out Gorge pack.
Rosie McCobb getting air and picking up 4 points on the pass.
And again, that is one way to get around a nasty peck.
Back-to-back apex jumps. Something that I will never do.
That doesn't take any strength at all.
Real easy. Not. .12-12 on the jammer. Score Gorge 78. Cherry City 149. We've got 15-12 remaining in the championship game. And I believe the first game started this morning around 11.
If you say so. I got to hear it too. Tiny Tank getting out and getting lead jammer. Cherry City running back Comet all the way to turn 3. Tiny Tank, fighting so hard to stay in.
Picklepack Jack with the hit there on Tiny Tank. And 4 points awarded on the pass to number 5.
More whistles, lots of whistles.
In the box is Comet, so it's going to be a power jam start for the next time through.
Tiny Tank taking the opportunity to go ahead and call off the jam with the Gorge jammer in the box, giving positional and pack advantage to Cherry City. I just heard from the inimitable Rocket Mean that it is the last call for alcohol. Go whiskey. There is no whiskey at the bar, but other people are yelling in my ear. What there is at the bar is kombucha, hard seltzer, cider, beer, champagne, mimosas. Go get you some. There's our whistle with about 14 minutes left in this half to decide who gets first and second place in the Pacific Northwest Pile Up Tournament. Zero Fox getting out and getting lead jammer. Zero Fox still in a power jam.
And Comet joining play. We go up to 2 jammers on the track. That was Half Sweet Annihilator with a takedown on Comet in turn 4.
Also, unfortunately, going out of bounds, so not able to do a drawback and pull for the cut track. It is a lot, Shove. Kaleidoscope, Rosie Macabre. Rosie Kaleidoscope, Rosie Kaleidoscope, Kaleidoscope! Pulling out ahead of everybody else. Blue 1-2 headed to the penalty box.
Rosie Macabre blowing up blockers for Gorge, making an initial pass.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Tiny Tank for Cherry City, and that's Comet out there for Gorge, wearing the star.
Comet dancing around some blockers down there on the inside. Not lead jammer, but still pretty awesome in my book.
Knocked down by the Trunchbull in turn 1. All right, we got an out of play call on Trunchbull. She'll go to the box. So we're even up inside the pack.
Tiny Tank and Comet both coming around in turn 2. Comet stuck against all 3 of those Cherry City blockers, but Tiny Tank not faring any better against those Gorge blockers.
And we're a minute into this jam. Lead is Tiny Tank.
Comet leveraging around those blockers, getting out and picking up 4 more points. That's what the company's name is.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
And so after the high five,
Zero Fox lead for Cherry City. Kaleidoscope on initial pass as well.
I have heard that the cash prize for this tournament is not an insubstantial amount of money.
It's not 100, Nom Nom.
You're correct. It is not 100. There is the whistle. We have the assassin facing off against Dirty Martinez. Multiplayer block being called on number 999. That is Cheapskate. Dirty Martinez, meanwhile, picking up lead jammer.
Assassin on an initial pass.
Of your fanny pack? There you go. I like how you poked out your booty for me. Cherry City, Rosie Macabre, lead jammer. Felony headed to the penalty box.
Rosie McCobb calling off the jam. Our score 86 for Gorge. Once again, they are in light tops. 180 for Cherry, they are in dark tops. 7:17 remaining in this championship game, which will be followed with an official trophy and large check.
Giant check.
Giant, which is like at least 6 larges.
At least.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a mathematician. Maybe 6.5 larges.
Okay.
Kaleidoscope and Tiny Tank. Tiny Tank. Kaleidoscope being just brutalized on the outside of the track. Tiny Tank taking a knee and skidding along the inside line. That was a huge hit from number 428. That is brutality. I would say that that was an act of brutality.
It felt like it. It felt like it.
I love it when skater names line up with my puns.
They all should.
They should. I should just rename skaters so that they match up with my puns.
I think it's fair for us to do a pun, and then that's the skater's name.
So many missed opportunities today.
Zero Fox with some deep shoulder action as she comes back to the track. 007 is the Kassassin. Out first, lead jammer, Gorge Roller Derby.
Zero Fox catching up, only a turn behind. Pack is moving near warp speed.
We almost got to Plaid.
I was just watching the confrontation between number 95 and Il Presidente there. They took each other for a ride.
Cheaper than Uber.
95 is Il Presidente's ride or die now.
That's not my butt. Did you take a picture of my boobs? Whose boobs?
Down on the track, we've got Comet and Rosie McCobb. Comet getting out, picking up lead jammer.
Rosie McCobb on initial pass for Cherry City as the clock winds down to 4:25. The Star Wars thing, so like I took the shot.
It would just look like mood.
And then my girlfriend's like, this is what you do when I'm...
There's our whistle. Tiny Tank finding a lane on the outside, getting through and picking up lead jammer in about 3 seconds.
Gorge Roller doing a great job of containing in turn 2.
Many things happened in that jam, none of them I understand. Don't even know your own boyfriend's butt. I do believe that is an official timeout, which makes it a Trailhead timeout. Thank you to Trailhead Credit Union, one of the primary sponsors of the Rose City Rollers. Visit Trailhead Credit Union for all of your financial and many of your non-financial needs. I hear they're wonderful people. Good hugs.
Yes, that is the word on the street, Nom Nom.
Great hugs at Trailhead Credit Union. That was actually my job for a while, being the chief hugger at Trailhead until I was escorted out of the building.
Those silly police.
They didn't want me volunteering anymore.
That's weird. Not sure why. 2:55 remaining in this championship game. We've got 89 for Gorge light tops, 186 for Cherry dark tops. Will be followed by a trophy presentation and large check.
Greater than large, 6.5 times bigger than large.
Extra, extra large, also known as giant.
Kassassin hunkering down, being the bridge with a quickness. Now also being the jammer as there is a successful panties pass.
Rosie McCobb back to the line for Cherry City. And
2 minutes left in play.
that is Comet for Gorge.
Look at how beautifully it matches up.
Synchronized. Synchronicity on the period and jam clocks.
Both teams fighting for these last few points during the last few minutes of this bout. Again, this is to determine the first and second place teams of 2019's Pacific Northwest Pile Up.
4 points picked up by Comet, who is lead for Gorge. Gorge doing a great job of defending in the straightaway. And Rosie slipping by on the outside lane.
Comet calling that jam off. We have 32-ish seconds left on the period clock. We are now done with our period clock and just down to our jam clock.
Trunchbull on the way to the penalty box. No lead yet, and the Kassassin picking up lead.
Tiny Tank hot on her heels. There we have it. An unofficial score of Gorge Roller Derby, 95 to Cherry City's 194.
Once again, I am HP Shuffcraft, and I've been calling all evening with...
Nom Nomnivore. Stick around, watch our MVPs, our trophy presentation, and the presentation of a rather large check. Let's give one more big round of applause to all of our tournament teams, especially our winning team, Cherry City Roller Derby. Look at this amazing trophy that Cherry City will be taking home with them this evening. In addition to this amazing trophy, Cherry City is also being awarded a $500 check for being our tournament winners. Cherry City, please collect your stuff, you winners. When both teams are ready with their MVPs of this game, please come see me at center track. Cherry City, who do you have for MVP Jammer?
39.
Number 39, MVP Jammer. Comet! Comet! You won! And who do you have for MVP Blocker?
95.
Number 95. That's you! A what? And there's a third award.
The most valuable player goes to 007.
007. And Gorge. Who do you have for most valuable jammer? Tiny Tick. And most valuable blocker.
La
Cucaracha. Thank you once again to everybody who came out for our games today and to our two teams, our championship team, Cherry City Roller Derby. Have a wonderful night, and I hope to see all of you of age at the after party. Thank you so much.